I'm going to do an insight video today. I've been thinking about like creation and manifestation, and I've been thinking about source energy, source vibration, source frequency. I've been thinking about like the law of attraction over the last couple of days, and I've been thinking a lot of people are like looking at creation, and they're looking at sort of manifestation, and they're looking at the law of attraction, the universal law of attraction, and all of these are interlinked. They're interlinked through, again, vibration, frequency. How you create and manifest something is to be the vibration of it, to be the frequency of it. So you have to literally sort of like be it. And a beingness, again, is a term that I've talked about, and it's another thing that I've been sort of like exploring in my own awareness and in my own consciousness over the last few weeks. And beingness is where you align your vibration and your frequency to a new state of awareness, but you also to a new consciousness. But when you do that, then what you do is you create and you manifest a new reality. And this is how the law of attraction works. The law of attraction works through being the thing that you're trying to attract within your reality. And you have to do that by raising your vibration, raising your frequency. But all of this comes from, again, your center, your essence, your source energy, your source vibration. So that's how you create and manifest, but that's also how you attract. And the law of attraction works in this way. And again, it connects to like the universal law of polarity, where I've talked about vibrations and frequency. The universal law of polarity is just positive and negative, but what it really is just vibrations and frequencies, so everything comes down to vibrations and frequencies. And this is how you dissolve reality, this is how you create reality, this is how you manifest reality, and this is how you attract reality. It's all through vibrations. And again, this connects directly to the the fifth dimension of the energetic realms, the energetic sort of level of creation. And this is where your source creator and your source energy and vibration come online. And this is why it's so important that we sort of like learn these steps, because everything is vibration, everything is frequency. And when we're in the universal law of oneness and vibration and frequency, and we're connected to our source energy and source creator, what we're doing is that we're, through those vibrations and frequencies, we're activating and aligning with those universal laws, because the universal laws work in perfect union with vibration and frequency. And they work in perfect union with vibration and frequency because of universal source, the essence that we're all born with. Because once we activate that, once we start to live in source energy and source living and source vibration and frequency, then all other things harmonize and unify with that. And they harmonize and unify with that because they're interconnected with it. They're connected with source essence, vibration, or source living, because source is the essence of all creation, or the essence of all manifestation, the essence of all attraction. It is the essence of all compensation. All the different universal laws are all interconnected into vibration and frequency, because vibration and frequency is all things. It's the infinite reality, and it's also all reality, all creation, all manifestation. And this is why it's so important that we start to shift our consciousness away from the 3D blueprint to the 5D blueprint, because the 5D blueprint is where all manifestation, creation, reality begins. And it all begins from our center, from our essence, from our source energy. And this is why it's important that we awaken to it. And this is why I've talked a lot about the universal law of correspondence, because that is one of the first universal laws to actually start to sort of explore and start to really sort of like um, allow that to sort of like become integrate within your sort of like your energy. Because once it does, it acts as the doorway, the gateway of opening a key of consciousness to your source energy, your source vibration, your source frequency. So this is why it's so important that we start to do this, because you feel a shift straight away within your own energy, vibration, and frequency when you start to connect with the universal law of correspondence. Because what you're doing is you're opening the door to um, the infinite sort of like eternal moment of source energy, source vibration, source frequency. And this is the first step to opening the door of consciousness to source living. And I've talked about source living, and source living is to me is essential, because source living is the understanding that you're an essence, you're a vibration, you're a frequency, and all things come from source. So once you start to access source living, you understand that you're the source of all creation, you're the source of all manifestation, you're the source of all attraction, of all compensation, of all perpetual transmutation. You transform, you create, and all of that comes from you as your essence, your source energy. And this is the shift in consciousness, and this is, and masters understood this, and all beings, infinite beings in different realities understand this as well. And we're now being guided to understand this within our physical form and our human form. And this is the massive shift of spiritual awareness for the spiritual age. For a long time, we've talked about like creation and manifestation and the universal laws, and we've talked about them. We've seen them as tools, but we've seen them in a physical way, not in a sort of energetic way. And this is the shift of source living to me, that you're a vibration, you're a frequency, and all consciousness, all reality, all manifestation comes from that source essence. And once we start to realize that, we know that we're the center of all creation, we're the center of all manifestation, we're the center of all reality. And you start to see yourself as that creator, that source creator. And again, that shifts to that six-dimensional reality and a six-dimensional awareness. And this is why source living is a term that I feel like I want to define it as source living. And this is what I feel I've been sort of like inspired through insights into that insights and energy to awaken to it, and to discuss is source living. Source living is the term for it. Source living is living in energy. It's living as an energetic being. It's living on the fifth dimensional reality. And then source living is then connecting to your sixth dimensional source creator, to manifest and create reality within the 3D blueprint. And it's dissolving the 3D blueprint in the external world to create and manifest a new blueprint, the 5D blueprint. And the 5D blueprint, like I said, is this source living and source vibration, the source frequency, the oneness vibration, the eternal moment, the infinite moment. And it's all about living through vibrations and frequencies and creating and manifesting from that, and also seeing through your source creator, you are the center of that and you create it. The 3D blueprint is not something that happens to you, it's something that you mirror and create from your inner source creator, your inner source vibration. And again, this is the universal law of correspondence. It's one of the most integral ones for me, to start to work on. If you want to start understanding the universal laws, and you want to start understanding creation and manifestation, the universal law of correspondence is the starting place, because it gives you the insight and the understanding that your inner source energy, all things are vibration and frequency, and all things are mirrored from that. So all creation starts from your essence, from your source creator, your source vibration, your source frequency. And this is why it's important that we start to learn this, because then what we can do is, we know all external reality is just an expression of 3D blueprint, but it can be dissolved, and sort of like, you can create this new blueprint of source vibration and source frequency and source living of the fifth dimensional reality, where everything is energy, everything is frequency. But you also know that on the fifth dimensional reality and understanding and blueprint, that everything has an essence, everything is part of that essence, everything is part of source vibration and source frequency. So you can create and manifest at will, and you can create and manifest any kind of reality once you start to access your inner source creator, your source vibration, your source frequency. And this is why I'm talking about the law of attraction at the beginning of this insight. The law of attraction is a state of beingness, and the state of beingness is connected to your source living and your source vibration and your source frequency. And law of attraction is just when say you want to be, I don't know, you want to create your own business, or you want to create anything like that, and it like, you do it you start it on an energetic level, so you start to be it. You start to walk it. You create those vibrations, those frequencies within your energy vibration and frequency. And then what happens is the external blueprint, the 3D blueprint, is then manifested and created through your 5D blueprint of vibration and frequency, and that creates the physical reality. And that's just the law of attraction. That's how it works. And again, that connects directly to the universal law of correspondence. The universal law of compensation is like what you reap, what you sow. Again, connects directly to your vibration, your frequency, because compensation is literally just a reflection of your vibration, your frequency again. And the universal law of perpetual transmutation gives you the insight and understanding, the wisdom that vibrations and frequencies create and manifest reality. And this is all source living, and this is all source creation. And this is what they're giving me, like these insights, or I'm awakening to this consciousness. This state of being is all about source. So the more we can do that, the more we create a reality of through vibration and frequency. The more we can align, harmonize, integrate, create, and manifest, but also dissolve. So the 3D blueprint is just an external shell of reality, but when you create from the source place of source vibration and frequency, you then create the vibrations and frequencies to then express into the 3D reality, to then dissolve it and manifest and create and change it into a 5D reality where there's infinite possibilities, infinite realities, and infinite sort of opportunities to change, manifest, dissolve, create in the eternal moment. And that's the insight for today.